Hello, my name is Stephen Wright and welcome to Career Mentor, Strategies for Your Career Success. So, on this video I'd like to talk about redefining success in a way that you can actually win. What do I mean by that? Well, success, like any value, has rules attached to it, rules that you apply that tell you whether or not you allow yourself to feel that emotion. Many people have rules that make it almost impossible for them to feel that value. And I'd invite you to think about the idea of re-engineering your rules so that you can feel that value on a regular basis. Let me explain a bit more by giving you an example. Recently I was coaching somebody who came to me because they'd not done well at interview. And in their words, they had failed because they had not been invited to a second interview. During our discussions I discovered that success was a very important value for this lady. And I wanted to elicit what her rules were around feeling successful. So I asked her the question, what has to happen for you to feel successful at interview? And she said, well, I have to be liked by the interviewer. I have to be invited back for a second interview, and indeed subsequent interviews, and eventually I have to be offered a job, even if it's a job that I don't particularly want. So she kind of set things up to work against her. And if you note that many of those things are out of her control. She can't control if the interviewer likes her. She can't control whether or not she's invited back for further interviews. And she certainly can't control whether or not she gets a job offer. After some discussion, she decided to re-engineer her rules. So her rules now sounded like this. Firstly, she said, anytime I prepare properly for an interview, I will feel successful. Anytime I am very clear about what it is that I'm looking for, anytime that I do thorough research into the company that I'm going to interview with, anytime that I rehearse my key value-add messages in such a way that they're fluent and lucid, anytime I prepare questions for my interviewer, anytime I turn up on time, anytime I come out of the interview and immediately do my post-interview checklist, I will feel successful. And so you know that all of those rules that she now has, she's in control of, and she only has to do one of them in order to feel successful. This put her onto an amazing success role, and she felt great. So I'm going to invite you to do the same. Have a look at your rules around feeling successful at interview. Ask yourself the question, what has to happen for me to feel successful in an interview? And if you don't like the answers, or if they're out of your control, then maybe you need to rewrite them and reintegrate them. There you are. I hope you found that useful. Redefining success in a way that you can win. For more useful information, please go to www.careermentor.co.uk. Thank you.